Hi guys, welcome to the tutorial for the firmware update for XGPS 170D and 190. Today I'm going to use only one of them. I'm going to use this XGPS 190 because the way to upload update the firmware is completely identical between these two devices, and I'm going to follow the instructions in the manual step by step. And before we start the firmware update, you will need one of the units, either 170D or 190, and a USB cable that was already supplied with your unit, and computer that runs either Windows OS or Mac iOS with an available USB port. Mine has two on the side, and the ADSB status tool app. So there are 9 steps for the firmware update instructions from the manual. So number 1 is download the firmware. You need to download the firmware to update the firmware. You need to go to our website, gps.dualav.com, and if you are on the XGPS 190 page, you should be able to see this photo of XGPS 190, and under the firmware tab here, under the firmware tab, you should be able to see the manual and the file. So you want to click on the file and then save. I'm going to save it on desktop. Save. And you should be able to find the zipped folder here, and you want to unzip the downloaded folder, which is number 2 from the manual. Unzip it, right click on it, and extract all, and extract. Yes, and you should be able to see this extracted unzipped folder. And number 3 from the manual, you need to place the power switch on your XGPS 190 to either GPS or ADSB position. I'm going to put it at ADSB, and then you need to connect the device to USB drive by using the USB cable. Connect. Okay, mine is connected. Then I see this little screen that just popped up automatically that says open folder to view files. But for those who do not have this screen pop up, you can simply go to computer, and yes, you should be able to see this removable disk E drive. It can be E, D, I, whatever it is. There are quite a few of variations, but yes, click on it. And my folder, so this folder is currently empty. Some of you may have the previous version, which is 2.2.10, but my device does not have any firmware for now. So what you want to do now is, which is number 7 from the manual, what you want to do now is click on the unzipped folder and simply drag and drop the firmware file. And once copying process is done, you want to close this, you want to close this one as well, and disconnect the USB cable from the computer and from the device as well. And you want to power off and back on to make sure the firmware is successfully downloaded, installed inside the device. And to check whether the firmware's actually been updated, you want to use your iPad or Android tablet or even iPhone. Go to the ADSB status tool app, click on it. Mine's already connected to this device. As you can see, the firmware version is 2.2.12. Alright, so yeah, this is the end for the tutorial video, but we would like to hear more from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions for the next tutorial video, we would like to hear more from you guys. And yeah, thank you again for watching this, and enjoy your flight.